Oh, we're live. We are so alive. Alive, I say. Alright, where are we? We're here. We are going to spam the universe. About dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. The terrible lizards. They were pretty cool, actually. They weren't that terrible. Honestly, not really lizards either. It's like a completely different branch of the reptile family tree. They didn't know that back in the day. That was a whole thing. Hello, Iron Dick. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. So many people are streaming right now. And, I'm one of them. Alright, shibbity-doobity-doo. Where do I put things? I put thing in Discord. 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 This is the dinosaur music. I'm singing. That's probably not clashing with the other stuff either. Okay, so last time we drew a dinosaur starting with K. Also, for the people watching this on YouTube later, please remember to subscribe because it is actually very helpful. Think of it as bookmarking the channel if nothing else. But for the future, for the people here right now and in the future, we are going to hello, 19LG99. It's going good. I am full of hash browns and onions. Only had one coffee, but I have vitamin piss water to compensate, so that's nice. We are on the second K. There's not going to be 3 Ks because that will be bad. Let's see, what did we do last time? Bodan stream pictures. Yeah, so last time we drew Kentrosaurus. We drew a little friend here, spiky friend. And this, by the way, is the warm-up drawing I decided to do. Because I thought it would be fun, and warming up before streams is fun. So, also I should save this right here. So I'm going to save that. I'm literally actually just going to, like, export it, because I'm never touching this again. Export that to pictures. Border stream pictures. No, soar, whoops. Warm up, dino. Soar, there we go. Because sometimes, you know, it's been a while since we don't do enough silly stuff on these streams, and my fave, water. Good idea, I'm gonna make more coffee. Nice. Alright, so we need to get cracking. Get cracking. Something that rhymes with Kraken. I know how to improv. Alright. Alright, so let's do drawing. And let's do reference. And let's do... what else do we do? Reference and size. Reference. We have a process now. We have a process. Hell yeah. Right. Now, to Wikipedia. Dinosaurs that start with K. No, I didn't want to resume browsing, you stupid. Dinosaurs that start with K. Search. Go away. Alright, there we go. Dino checker. Let's start with the Natural History Museum. Right. So, what's Con? What's Codosaurus? What's Kretosaurus? Okay then. Alright, extinctanimals.org. Koreanosaurus? Kondurosaurus? Oh, Kryptops! That could be good. I would show you this on screen, but there's a bunch of ads which I am not interested in giving more exposure to. Right. What's this fella? Alright, so not Codosaurus, Kretosaurus. Let's look up Kretosaurus. Wikipedia. Incompletely known genus of heterosaur dinosaur. Okay then. Alright, hadrosaur, incomplete. Nar. Let's do Kryptops. Kryptops. Whoop. Is an extinct genus of Abelisaur. I don't think we've done an Abelisaur yet. It is from... oh, another African dinosaur. Hell yeah. Alright, all this no... Ooh! Ooh, that's actually... Yeah. We should do this guy. Blah, blah, blah. Description. Okay, got it. Alright, there's our size. Alright, we've got a size reference already. Perfect. So, open image in new tab. Right, Kryptops it is. Oldest Abelosaurid, important. Hello, driver. Hello. Right, so let's do here. Reference. Kryptops it is. Oldest Abelosaurid, that's important. Right, so there's that. Right, holotype, large for an Abelosaurid. Abelosaurid, speculative thing right there. Right, paleo environment. Oh wow, this thing lived next to Suchomimus. Interesting. And Uranosaurus. Yeah, Nigersaurus, unnamed Titanosaur. Wow. Interesting. Alright, so lots of wetlands, I'm guessing, if they had Spinosaurus there. So this was probably not the #1 predator in this environment, because Suchomimus was kind of big and mean, so... What the hell is that? Alrighty, righty-tighty then. Okay then, yeah. Alright, so let's do Kryptops skeleton. I mean, that is the skeleton. Where is this from? Let's do this and Kryptops skeleton. Oh geez, look at this. Look at the difference between the that reconstruction and that one. It's different. Wow, Google search sucks. Alright, that is our skeleton, really. The good news is that, like, I don't know. How the hell did that... I guess they were looking at other Abelosaurids, so... Well, this is not a complete dinosaur, but honestly, I want an excuse to draw this fella. Oh, paper crafting. Nice one, driver. Me likey. Okay, let's just go here. And let's just look up... Alright then. Yeah, here's the thing. You don't realize how big Carnotaurus is until you see it compared with its buddies. Okay then. I'm gonna go with... What was... Hold on. So let's go... Let's go here. Copy image. Go here. As per usual, these things are all tail all the time. Right, let's see if we can't get another Abelosaurid skeleton though, because that's important. Is microphone working, by the way? Yes, it is. Excellent. Let's go here. Hold on, no, that's not what we do. We do this. So, what's the closest relative to this fella? Okay. Alright, let's go here. Okay, type species is that fella. Let's see, Manjungosaurus. Let's go with... skeleton. Okay then. Scott Hartman, my boy! My man! Alright, let's go here. Let's just get that. Right. Scott Hartman is my absolute bro for doing stuff like this. Alright, so there we go here. Reference. And I'm gonna label that as Majungasaurus. Just so we know that... I don't think I spelt that right, but that's okay. Hold on. Hold on. Majungasaurus. Okay, there we go. And merge down, just so we know it's there. And man, we got a lot of references. This is probably not going to be that helpful, although it does help us a little bit. This dude's got a spine on him. Look at that. Look at this. All right, we get to do some paleontology because we got to puzzle out this stuff. There we go. Alright, so Kryptops. Alright. Pictures. Campfire. K is for... How do you spell them? Kryptops. I forgot the P. There we go, Kryptops. Save. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, now we must draw. How do we draw? Well, just because of how I've set up the reference here, I want to draw it like being a sneaky boy. Sneaky boy with long legs. So let's start here. Quite a blunt face. And as per usual, let's start with green. Drew that on the wrong goddamn layer as per usual. Shocking. Shocking, I say! More tail is needed. There we go. There we go. Alright then. That needs to be a bit thicker up there. Abelosaurids had generally quite thick tails. They were runny fellas. Also, oh gods, what have I done? No. Whatever that was, I didn't want to do it. Anyway, so they had thick tails, because like you'll notice that these are quite leggy fellas, or at least Kryptops is. It's interesting, they don't have any leg bones on this fella. How do they know it was like... I think I'm gonna reconstruct him as a leggy boy. Because if this thing is like... Let's look at that cladogram again. Go here. Let's look at Rugops. Wow, that thing's only known from the skull. Alright, so it turns out drawing dinosaurs is hard because, shock horror, we don't know what a lot of them look like because they are extinct. And that sucks. For us, particularly. There we go, there we go. Right, leggy boy time. Leggy boy time, leggy boy time. Right, and little arms like this. And let's go here. Max hardness. For all I know, it could have been a slug dinosaur. No! I mean, we have some silly eye flare. Slugs don't have bones! Also, hello. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna struggle with this head, I can already tell. Did I make the neck too long? Yes, I did. Do. Alright then, so it's doing a little steppy. And like so. Long calves, long calves, long calves. Okay, let's do that, and feet are like so. Long calves like so. Gotta bulk up those calves. We simply must. Bulky, bulky calves. Too much. No, he said we had to bulk them up, but we bulked them up too much. How's the feet? Let's look at Majungasaurus. Right, leggy needs to be longer. Longer leggy, it's important. Whoop. Whoop. Too long? I don't think so. There we go. I want to do myself a favor and make this a lot darker. I like that actually. Okay then. Alright, a little bit of more cough, just so we know it's there. It's a merry dinosaur drawing stream, drawing dinosaurs. We're just drawing a dinosaur. It's just a dinosaur drawing, and we're just drawing it. I stuffed up that leg, and that simply will not do. Roughly there. There we go. I made the torso too long, I think. Also, this dude has quite a prominent Judging from Majongosaurus, it has quite a prominent chest, so let's put some titties on this dinosaur. I mean, what? I didn't say that. Who said that? Was it you? Was it you? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. You can't prove anything. It definitely wasn't recorded and put on the internet for all eternity. That would be weird. That would be silly. Who would do such a thing? Who would, like, draw a dinosaur live on the internet and then say, let's put titties on this dinosaur? That would be really silly. That would be ridiculous. Who would do such a thing? Who would do such a thing? It would be strange. You gotta drink your vitamin water with your pinky out, because that makes it fancy. If you don't do that, you're not fancy. And who wants that? That would be terrible. Terrible, I say. I'm really missing the second cup of coffee I usually have, because, like, oh boy, I'm not awake enough. I'm never awake enough. I even went to bed on time last night, but I'm still not awake enough. We need more wake. We need more woke? Shock horror. Alright, let's have a look at your silly little arms here. So, silly little arms. 2, 3, 4, 5. Little arms. Oh yeah, we drew Carnotaurus already, so that was fun. Hang on, let's go... I remember, like, the pain I suffered, with Carnotaurus, so let's revisit that quickly. Wow, I just made that arm solid black, didn't I? Wow. This is one of my favorite drawings, because this drawing took so much pain to make. It'll be interesting to compare that to, like, our slightly sneakier dude right now. Right, so we got that, we got the basic shape. Now we need da face. And I also need to double check the description of this thing. Description. Da 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 da. Right, rough face, rough face. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's nice. True. Woke up, dino people. Woke up, dino people. The monkeys are taking over the world. What? The monkeys have taken over the world? Oh no! I'm a monkey! You're a monkey, unless you're a reptilian. In which case, honestly, you're welcome to the world. We are not doing great with it. I can't believe I went there. Also, I need to tidy this up a little bit. There we go. Righty-ho, face. Where would the eyeball be? Kind of over here. And... let's make that a yellow eyeball. Just for giggles, let's do this. How far back does the jaw go? Just before the eyes. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Technically, we are closer to apes. I mean, true. Taxonomically speaking, not every monkey is an ape, but every ape is a monkey. Because apes evolved from monkeys, did you know? This thing is starting to look kind of like a frog. Now that I know where the eyeballs are, we can make stuff happen. Possibly. True, the reptilians can't make the situation work. Also not wrong. Finish the main body of a paper car. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. 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 Did I mention it was... Nice. Put this little dude over there, and... very blunt little snout. There. Nice. Oh yeah, nice. Oh yeah, nice. Like, there's nothing quite like an Aussie accent to say, oh yeah, nice. This dinosaur's just having a peeky peek through the foliage. Is that how you say foliage in an Australian accent? I don't actually know. I don't know. Australia's only a short swim away across the Tasman Sea, which isn't actually that short a swim. It's like several thousand kilometers, I think. Hold on. Width of Tasman Sea. It is 2,250 kilometers long, so more than a day of swimming. More than one day of swimming, that's for sure. Alright then, I'm going to make this fella knobbly. I'm going to put spikes all over him. But first, nostrils. He can't breathe. Let's see here, and slightly darker over there. These don't look right. Nope, 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 nope. I'm going to give him little horns. Crap. Let's put that more over there. Rotate it a smidge. Okay then. Let's make that radial instead. Nope. Now the spiky spike isn't over the eyes. About to undo all my good work here. Right, I am literally just going to do... Why am I struggling with this head? I'm struggling with my head, guys. I don't know if it's screwed on correctly. There we go. Okay, that'll do for now. Thankfully, this dude absolutely did not have feathers, because we know that. This looks weird. I need to... Alright, I need to rotate the snoot. The snoot, it must be rotated. There we go. Snoot, rotated. Now, color. We need to redo this. Alright, thinks to self. Let's read up again on where this thing lived. This thing lived as on... Alright, so this dude was definitely not the biggest, what is that from Mimus? It's... Oh! Ceratosaurian. Ooh. Alright, this dude doesn't look that large. Alright, so... Description, Ornithomimosaur... 4.4 meters long. So yeah, no, that thing wouldn't have been a problem. Alright, so... Alright, very swampy. Right. Let's look at Suchomimus. I think Suchomimus would have been the big cheese. Yep, it would have been. Yep, Suchomimus was a lot bigger than our friend here. Like, a lot bigger. So, definitely, this guy wasn't an apex predator. This guy was number 2 on the pecking order. So, we're gonna... What are we gonna do with him? More terrestrial as well. So, we're going to... Well, first things first, we need to decide on the color. So, let us... Delicious lettuce... think here. What's good? We need to base this on a kind of animal. So this thing was living in a kind of swampy place. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to do jaguar again, but number 2. Number 2 animal in like quite a wet environment. Number 2 animal. Let's Google some more. Right. Not a caiman. That wouldn't work. Think to ourselves, what is an animal that is not an apex predator, but like, honestly, probably a leopard. Probably a leopard would fit well with this guy, except he's not a... I mean, yeah, alright, so let's do leopard. Let's do specifically Indian there, although leopards don't like swamps. Also, it's gonna look too similar to the Carnotaurus if I do this. Let's think. Chat, you got any ideas? We need what's the kind of coloration that is like number 2 on the pecking order of a place? Honestly, we could start with leopard and just go from there. What the hell? Some scavenger? Possibly. Let's do this. I mean, Let's start with the leopard. Let's see if anyone can tell the difference. I think we're gonna make it like green spotted though. So right, so we're here. And we're gonna go so it looks naked now for some reason. And let's do oops. Let's do this as well. That's surely not going to be a pain in the ass later. Okay. Alright then, let us think. Yeah. Firstly, let's make this whole thing darker. Let's do hue saturation. Actually, let's desaturate it a little bit. Desaturate it darker a little bit. Then go back on the eyes and make it pop. And then we're going to round up the background a little bit so we can see what the hell we're doing. And we're going to go here and we're going to fix the eyes. Like so. Jolly good, jolly good. And let's go here. We're going to give him a lovely creamy color. We're going to make him all creamy. The hell? Okay. Also need to fix the leg, also need to fix the leg, also need to fix the leg, and so say all of us. Do 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 do. Okay, this dude's gonna be a spotty fella. Okay. Right. Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. It's amazing you put counter shading on something and it immediately looks more lifelike, more believable, more like an actual animal rather than a fake thing you're putting on canvas. Alrighty. How's your feet? Your feet are fine. Cool, we got our green fella. Now we've got to put spots all over him. Neat. We like that. Spotosaurus, hello, Cookie Monster. It's Mr. Spottywise indeed. Alright then. Spottysaurus Rex, as I call myself. First things first, we need to fix the feet. We need actual foots. Let's have a look at Majungasaurus's foots. Those are foots. There's a one toe. Oh yeah, has anyone actually watched the new Walking with Dinosaurs? I've not done that because it looks terrible and everything I've heard about it is that it is terrible. And it is not worthy of the name at all. Do. Alright. Do. I don't even remember if I mentioned that last week. I'm like, I don't know. Old and jaded, disappointed. BBC really screwed up. Long claws like this. Didn't even know there was one. Well, you're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out on anything, unfortunately. Okay. Outside toe is actually a lot. Middle toe is the big one for dinosaurs. Middle toe is the big one. There we go, that'll do. So yeah, just like the animation is bad, the writing is bad. The whole premise is flawed, because the whole damn point of Walking with Dinosaurs is like, you send a documentary film crew back in time and like, it's like that. And they just didn't do that this time, they didn't bother. And you know what's even worse is like, whenever you see bad CGI in a documentary, it's like, there are literally people using, like, frickin' Blender to make better animated stuff than this. So, in a weird way, CGI has gotten worse over the years, not better. And I had these toes don't look right. These toes, they don't look right. These toes, they don't look right. These toes look better now. Okay then, let's do here. Whoops. Let's do here. Okay, then let's see here. Why am I worried about getting these claws right when we don't have the bloody feet of this animal? We don't know what they look like. What they looked like. When I draw Sinosauropteryx, because I'm going to, because that's one of my favorite dinosaurs, you better believe that I'm going to be tearing my hair out at like, trying to get that little bastard right. Because we know exactly what that little dude looked like. We know what color it was and everything. There we go. I've given this dude rather long toenails. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. So yeah, chat, like, what's the worst documentary you ever watched? I have to admit, I haven't watched many bad ones because, like, I, like, essentially change the channel or click off them, like, really quickly if it doesn't immediately grab me. The one documentary I can think of, which is, like, it's not so much, like, bad so much as really funny, is that, like, it was a series on Netflix called, like, Africa's Trees of Life, and they're like, there's only so much you can talk about, like, a frickin' tree. So they kept, like, getting off topic, like, well, not off topic, they kept talking about, like, you know, the charismatic megafauna of Africa instead, like, you know, the lion, the hippo, and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, it'd be almost like the writers realized they were supposed to be talking about the tree, and they'd be like, the sausage tree. Yeah. Like, they're trying to, like... It was quite funny in hindsight. I don't know, and it was trying to tell this kind of story of, like, oh, these trees, they're so wonderful, but it's like, the tree doesn't care. It's a tree. Like, I mean, it does care, I guess. Trees don't actually care about anything, shockingly. But, I mean, they do. But they do it the way trees do. Alright then, I like that. Where'd the Ducal go? The Ducal go on the inside. Roughly here. There we go. There we go, there we go. Trees don't care about your feelings. I mean, they don't really. They don't even know you have feelings. Do trees know anything? I suspect they do, but they know things like in terms of, like, tree. Alright, we can actually make this a little bit bigger. There we go, so we can actually see it. Alright, good. Do trees dream of plant sheep? Ah, do trees dream of vegetable lambs? Front bumper assembled. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna make this arm pop more, because otherwise, we're gonna have a bad day. We're gonna forget where the frickin' arm is. How to make arm pop without arm popping too much. Hello, son of McDonald. Welcome. We are drawing a friend here. Alright, it's the bit I've been dreading. It's time for spots. Right, leopard spots are basically just blip, 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 blip. So let's do that. Let's get spottin'. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do not pop the arm, this injures the creature. Hello, Azusa! Welcome, welcome. Hello! Hail to the Empress, Azusa. You may bow and scrape, but do not dirty the carpet. I'm EMP now? Oh no, I'm suddenly afraid of rubber and surge projectors. EMP joke. Alright, now. I've been procrastinating long enough. We're going to spot this fella. We have spotted this dinosaur. We need to spot him some more. I don't know why they put little spikies on him, but you know what? Before we spot him, let's put little spikies on him. Just because let's give in to peer pressure a little bit. So we're just going to do this. Actually, you know what would work better? What would work better is this. Do. Spikies. Having read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep after watching Blade Runner, I was very surprised. Really? Just happy I can build stuff again? Nice. What was the most surprising? Haven't watched the movie? Oh yeah. Yay! Barons of the North. For those of you who play From the Depths and are keen to look at a custom campaign, Barons of the North. Barons of the North. It's not going to be relevant to anyone. The three people who don't know what that is. Right, time for spikies. How to do this. Probably gonna need to sharpen these little spikies just to be sure. Interesting. Alright, now to adjust these. This is probably the most lizardy looking dinosaur I've drawn so far. And hopefully that gets fixed when we spot it up a little bit. I was questioning everything that happened previously in the book. July 31st, everyone gets it. Yay, launch party. Yum. Alright then. It's too much green. Let's see, what happens if we do this? Better, worse? Let's make this a very dark orange, actually. See if that... Yes! There we go, much darker green. And here is where we do spots. Right. Mr. Leopard. Need you over here. Whoop! Thank you, Cookie Monster. I have an idea. Time for a cake latte this morning. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Okay. These spots are going to get drowned out by the scales, I think, so we are going to need to do that on maximum hardness. Maximum hardness. Are you ready? Are all your fingers and toes ready for maximum hardness? Max hardness. Coming soon. Coming this summer. To a cinema near you. Not sure where that came from, to be perfectly honest with you. Right. I had a brown cake today, it was good. Now the dino got a beard. He's doing what soon? Maximum hardness. Of the brush, specifically. I don't know why, but this guy's starting to remind me of ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Alright, we can work out patterns here. That's what she said, wise. Ice Creamosaurus Rex. Or Mintopodon. So what do you guys think for today's coffee? A washed geisha or a natural pink bourbon? Mint Chocodon. Oh man, it sounds like you're making Digimon names now as Mint Chocodon. He's delicious. Vanilla Sandwichmon. He is also delicious. That's not my I don't know if any character in Digimon says. I don't know anything about Digimon except it's weird. It's weird as hell, and just like it's like the crazy different sibling of Pokemon. This is definitely a pattern. Early Digimon had a really weird art style. It was neat. I mean, I think the art style is still weird. Has it gotten less weird over the years? I don't know. Is it still going? I mean, Digimon as a franchise definitely is a thing that exists, but... Oh boy. Oh boy, I might need to start doing this. Right, so there. Whoops. There. Little spots, little spots. Oh, the spots. Oh, on the leopard, the spots get like bigger and softer as they reach the belly. No worries, we can fix that later. And our friend here, Kryptops. Oh, these spots are going to take approximately 3 billion years. 3 schmillion years. 3 schmillion years. Natural pink Bruno, you're gonna do that. The geisha is really special. What? I'm sorry, like, I gotta... Is a washed geisha a kind of cocktail? Because I don't drink alcohol and I know nothing about alcohol. Also, I'm going to finish these spots and then it'll be time for the ad break. I do like how the spot pattern I've ended up with is like possibly too regular to be useful as camouflaged. Oh well. Let's get to this thing's thigh and then we can call the ad break. Whereas geisha and pink bourbon are types of coffee. Varieties of coffee beans. What? I've literally never heard of them. What? I'm googling that. Geisha. Oh, wow. Wow. I didn't know that was a thing. I just, well, The two main kinds of coffee are like Robusta and Arabica. Arabica? And like, I kind of didn't realize there were others. Wow, I need to try that now. Google-wise, yes. And pink bourbon types of coffee. Wow, I thought I was a coffee nerd. I guess I'm not. Here's the thing, I drink instant coffee all the time and love it, so I'm probably disqualified from being a coffee nerd. Also, it was very funny, I had a kind of weird, very fun little debate with my girlfriend of whether instant coffee is coffee. She's saying, like, it's not real coffee. I'm like, it literally frickin' is. It has coffee in it. It's like, no, but no. Basically, we agreed that, like, instant coffee, like, is made from coffee, but, like, coffee is, like, the stuff that hasn't had, stuff done to it. But yeah, that was very funny. I still sometimes dig at her for, like, being a coffee conspiracy theorist. Funny. Funny joke. Frickin' mint chocolate dinosaur. Mint chocolate dinosaur. Minty chocolate. Conspiracy theorist. I agree with your girlfriend, boys. I take coffee very seriously, yep. Instant coffee is a sin against God and mankind. Joke's on you! I don't believe in mankind. Oh boy. I was about to say I don't believe in God, but like, last second I thought to myself, like, you know what would be even funnier? Is like, I don't believe in human beings, but you are one. No! I'm myself. I am me. You can't prove I'm human. I could be a space alien for all you know. Oh boy. I love instant coffee, and I'm very amused by people who do not love it. Okay, let's review our work here. I'm gonna need to put more stuff in between there, so it looks more like irregular and messy. Actually, you know what I can do? Here's a trick. Whoops! Hold on, just checking here. Okay then, so... Leopard can live over here again. Head in Dinosaur's butt, and I'm going to... Whoop. And I'm going to run an ad break. There's this game series where a character is an atheist despite living next to and regularly fighting literal gods. Oh yeah, there's a difference between knowing gods exist and believing in them. Hehehe. Rear bumper dumb, wheel dumb, nice. Okay, please try and survive the ads. There we go. Oh, face cam, face cam, face cam, face cam, face cam. It means I can brew coffee. I was just saying how much I like instant coffee on stream. Whoops. That'd be too much. I'm gonna have my nasty, nasty brew right now. Nah. Okay. It's gonna take me the rest of the stream to get through this anyway, so. I mean, yeah. What? Shall I pour you a jet? It makes you this. Speaking of. Thank you.
Your sugar goes in there, right?
They're not
Small, not
sweet.
have fun.
I need to run back and apologize. I'm back! Coffeeless border. Wait, what? Background conversation coffee-wise, yeah. Oh dear. One day Border shall forget to turn off his cam and we shall see the true face of his. Yes, a blank wall. Yeah, unseeable. Put a slice of cake in a cup and pulled a shot of espresso over it. Wow! And chat says hi, Kelpie. I don't think she heard me, so... Oh well. Oh, hold on. Where'd you go? Chat says hi. Okay. Kelpie says hello back. She hopes you have a good day. And be nice. Tell your girlfriend I agree with her about the instant coffee. Okay. Anyway, webcam. Hello. Let's draw some more spots, shall we? Instant coffee. Should probably have some water before that, though. More like instant disappointment. You be nice to my drug habit. I actually do want to change the color of this fella to be more... to be less greeny, you know? Spotty-wise, exactly! That's what we are. Today we are spotty-wise. Spotty-wise, spotty-wise, what the hell? Doop, doop, doop. We're gonna be messing with the color of this thing a lot, I can tell. Pretty good shot considering I'm using a lever machine. Today espresso was 22 grams and 50 grams out in 38 seconds. Nice. Instant coffee, more like instant coffee. Oh, you lot. Oh, you lot are funny. You lot are funny. You lot are funny, funny, funny bunnies. Do 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 do. Okay, then. Spots. Alright then. I don't know why, but when I start doing something, I just have to take it seriously. Including coffee, you say? Posture-wise. Alright, I'm gonna put some extra bits in there. I'm not sure I'm happy with this spot pattern. It's not coming out as well as it did with the Carnotaurus. It's alright. Not the best dinosaur I've drawn today, but this is the best dinosaur I've drawn today. And allow that. Coffee, keyboards, audio, mice, computers, FTD. Yeah. Next time you play FTD, to go with your handheld iron heli, build a coffee maker machine fortress and a coffee mug thrustercraft. Hehe. Try putting dots in between varying sizes, might help rectify it. Yeah, true. Because the thing is, this is a camouflage pattern, so you don't actually want regular like shapes that are like stand out and are visible. So I'm going to need to messify this. In fact, I should just draw it faster and make the lines more curvy. That would probably help a lot. Okay then. Not gonna get into my phallus addiction. To clarify, that's a joke. Yay! Dick jokes are funny. Dick jokes are funny. Dick jokes are funny. Oh no, this is starting to look familiar. This is starting to look like the Carnotaurus pattern. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh well. What you gonna do, except for do it correctly later? Probably. Oh yeah, more dots and stuff. Wow, I'm zoning out. Woo! Make a mini CC with only phallus variants. Jeez. Wait until Bodan notices what Conversation is in the background. Yep. More like cockversation. Oh boy. What the hell kind of camouflage pattern is this? I should just like make it digital camo. That would be funny. That would be very funny. Ha 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 ha. Abortion! I mean, objection! This is Loki starting to almost look like a child that... Loki starting to almost look like a child that recently discovered the stamp drawer. Oh! Wow. I'm offended and hurt. Tremendously offended and hurt. So hurt. You can tell by the tone of my voice. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's figure out here. How do we make this more messy? Just gonna get some random blotches in there. Oh, I'm all hunched over. I'm all hunched over. Oh no. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go here, and we're going to go something like this, actually. Whoops! Looks better. Okay, are we ready for scales? You know what we should do, actually, is blur this a lot. Not that much. Whoa! Hello, Roston! VT! Thank you for the raid! And I'm immediately gonna shout you out. Shout out! Roar! Whoops, I can't see what I'm typing. Help? Okay. Shout out! Roston! VT! Hello! Hello, 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 hello! Roar raid! We're drawing a spotty friend! I've just realized that blurring the spots does not help at all. So we're not gonna do that. Alright, so here we have our friend here, Kryptops, for anyone who does not know me. Wow, that's a lot of people. Oh boy. If anyone who does not know me, border-wise, mainly from the Depth streams. One not from the Depths gaming stream per week, and today it's the drawing stream. Here's our friend, Kryptops. Early a Bellasaurid from Niger, I think it is. Hang on, let me double check Wikipedia. Yeah. Where the hell are you? Where the hell are you from? It is known from partial Mexico. Nope, it's... Wow, this thing's from the Tenere. Damn. That is literally the most horrible part of the Sahara. And they found this fossil there. Neat. Anyway, we're about to put scales on this fella, and then we'll probably do a Ready for Africa. Yeah. I do have to raid and run something, but I hope your art is going well. Okay, all good, Roston. Thanks for the raid. Good to see you. Right, this is definitely a Spottysaurus. And I have this spot. This spot is bugging me. This spot is bugging me. It is bugging me. I don't like it. There we go. Yeah, let's do that, and then I'm gonna need to figure out some kind of textury thing for this thing's face, because it's different. I'm doing papercraft and doing some drawing. Nice, 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 nice. Alright. It is time. Right. I'm just gonna delete that, because honestly I didn't even use the leopard as a reference that much. Okay then. Time for spots. So we do that. Spacing is around 70. Opacity is about half. Let's see how that goes. Don't get the eyes, that would be bad. There we go, lots of scaly bits. Scaly bits, scaly bits. Scaly bits, scaly bits, scaly bits. Scaly bits, scaly bits, scaly bits, scaly bits. Yay! Hello, Brick Builder! Welcome, welcome! Scaly bits, scaly bits, scaly bits, scaly bits. We're being Morris and Scaly today. Morris and Scaly. I'm gonna try shorter brush strokes with these scales. Scales, 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 scales. Scales, 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 scales. Scaly scales. Scaly scales are scaly. Alright, in a second, I'm gonna figure out how to put scoots on here. Proper scoots. You better scoot. I forgot to... Hello, Raw Raid. I forgot to present her. Hello, Zipachu. Alright then. Okay then. Right. We are scaling to Philadelphia. That is my cover of that Mark Knopfler song. I think it's Mark Knopfler. I don't know. It's old. Why am I only referencing old things? Old things. Old things, old things, old things. Right, we are almost done here. Almost done, almost done. What did we miss? Not much. I want to try something, actually. That might be silly. Alright. Forest. Background. Is this AI generated, is the question? Probably not. So if you were to drop this fella into a tropical forest, would he blend in well? Yes. Yes, actually, I think he would. Yeah, no, if he was in amongst the trees, you wouldn't be able to see Jack Diddley. Alright. We can, however, up the contrast on him just for giggles. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, you'll never see him now. And there we have it. There we have Kryptops. Let's see, what happened up there? Yeah, that's done, basically. Alright, now we just need to... This thing is about head height on a human. Now here's a... Uh-oh. Oh, no. And... What the... Oh no, that's on background. Ooh. Right, what do we got? Drawing size reference. Let's flip. That looks correct. Mostly correct. Let's have him face this way. Could have made the tail longer, but meh, it's okay. For a first attempt, it's pretty good. Me like it. I do like how, with drawing a dino, it all comes together in the end. Let's make the nostrils more obvious, though. Big schnoot. Gonna huff that air. What did I miss here? Nope, let's not do that. Let's do this. Nope. Let's do... What do? There we go. Okay, they have a good. You'll probably make a fella's joke CC at some point, but let me finish Breath of the Wild. Barons of the North. Just getting this thing done is difficult as F. One girl, 2 PS packs. Psst. Ew. Okay, so let's do... What's it? Reference. And this thing is about snoot height. Top of the head, level with the hips. I do like how GIMP likes to hide things behind stuff. So, by modern animal standards, this is a big fella, but Alright, let's get there. This dude is just walking into this dinosaur's asshole and just doesn't know any better. Alright. Now, it is time. We have 15 minutes for Ready for Africa. I'm not in the mood for something ambitious. So, yeah. What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do here? Let us... Oh no, no, I'm sleepy. Oh no! My girlfriend was sleepy! And now I'm sleepy. We're taking turns, which is probably a good thing, honestly. Otherwise, cram only... cram only bears the no chance. It won't be hard, I promise. Well, you say that. There is a kind of cram vehicle I have living in my head, which might make things a lot easier for cram-only runs of anything. I'll need to try it out first. The one hint I'm gonna give is shotgun. Alright, I think I just want to do something reasonably quick. So we're gonna take our drawer friend here. And then we're gonna go find this again. We're gonna put him in a scene. I'm not gonna be especially silly today. This is probably not exactly what the Mesozoic Sahara looked like, but like, you know, now let's see if we can drop this fella in a way that makes sense. Where should they be standing? I think just there, hidden in the trees. Let's say the ground's over there. Okay then, so there. And there. I know. Also, part of me just loves the idea of like Kryptops being cryptic. Because that's almost a pun. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Please ignore the fact that this dinosaur is levitating. Or appearing to. How does that look? I don't know if the perspective quite works there, but nah, it mostly works. We'll just say that like this thing is time traveling and it doesn't need to make physical sense. There we go, there we go. We're actually going to... What are we going to do? We're going to do a gradient on this fella. So let's just save here. GIMP work. Oops, ready for Africa. There we go. Have you ever tried rotoscoping? Nope. Spin quote 20 cram cannons at the back and use it to propel a ramming vehicle. Jeez, now I'm sleepy. Oh no! Sorry. Just gonna come out and say that putting espresso on a cake was an amazing idea. I think so. My girlfriend made coffee bread and it was lovely. Unfortunately, it's the kind of thing you should eat when it's warm. Otherwise, it loses its zing, you know. Also, this tip of the tail is not going to look right. Okay, there's lots of green, lots of green, lots of green. Nope. Nope. And reverse. I think maybe linear or maybe cylindrical. This is the fastest and nastiest way to do shadows. How does that work? Pretty good. We're just going to drop the contrast a little bit. Fade in the background. Nope. Okay, gonna drop the brightness a little bit. Nope, that did not work. That did not work. That did not work as I intended. I think maybe what we can do is something like this. Just gonna change the eyeball, and we're not gonna change the eyeball. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yay! Look at our dinosaur being all dinosaur-y. Alright, we need a boofers. I make tons of pretty ASF stuff, no one says anything about it, but I make one PP and suddenly I'm known as the girl that makes floaty PP grow. That's how it goes, Azusa. Unfortunately, cost files. Oh, by the way, Sunk Off Fallacy by Fox Stevenson. Listen depending for the song. Okay. Coffee cake. Alright. Let's go. Where do we go? We need to find our boofers. Boofers! Where are you? Boofers! Boofers, my beloved. And once again, we should flip this whole thing. And boofers, we're going to really up the contrast on you. And we're gonna go speech, bubble, and text. The text is gonna just be for Africa. Yes, you have not. I'm starting to flag a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe my girlfriend has given me another virus as a treat. I did that wrong. Did that wrong. I did that whole ding dang thing wrong. Ding ding ding. Oh no! Someone cut up my dinosaur! Call the police! Call the fire department. If anyone can reassemble a dinosaur, it's them. And speech bubble over here. And what the? Oh, opacity too low. Opacity too low. I know how to make sentences. Yep, that's already for Africa. It's nice and simple, but it's pretty. Okay then, let's review what we've done here. We have our usual starting soon screen. We have our warm-up drawing, Dinosaur. This isn't a reflection of how I'm feeling, or at least it wasn't. And then we have our friend here, Kryptops, early Abelosaurid. Very statistically significant. And then we have... Get out of here. And then we have our Ready for Africa, putting Kryptops in its natural environment, and that actually looks really good. I think so. Otis, make sure you put AP and guidance on your dinosaur. Why did Twitch auto-mod your dinosaur? Oh dear, yay, so camo. Why did your dinosaurs get flagged? Yeah, it's really well hidden. Yep. Yeah, like if you can imagine zooming this out, it's just like... Yeah, that camo pattern works. Breaks up the outline. If the thing was in cover, you would not see it coming and it would eat you. And time to look at driver's document. Made a dragon? You made a dragon? Show me the dragon. Oh. Hello!
Ow.
Do you have coffee? Alright, much stuff happened here by the looks of it. Let's have a look-see. So, birthday drawing thing, bookworm. I don't remember seeing that last time, so I request that's new. Current papercraft project. A 1959 Edsel Villager. Nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice paper car! Yay! Dwagon. And also happy birthday! Happy trip, another trip around the Sunday. Alright. Anyone else got something that we should look at? If not, we're gonna probably end there. Yay! This I like. Like, honestly, if you removed... I'm gonna save that as a separate thing, because that's just fun. So we're going to save this. And we're going to save this. Layers also is just save this as just an art, man. Just an art. Can work. Kryptops in forest. Yay. And put all that back. Jolly good. Hope you have fun giving birth today. No! Wrong kind of birthday. That's a good thumbnail. Yeah, actually, I think that'll just be the thumbnail. How about that? We won. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay then, who are we gonna raid into? Let's raid into Arrow Rights. And user story, I'm going to share the VOD channel here. Please go subscribe to that. Because YouTube likes it when you subscribe to things. And, yeah, that's basically it. Also, I like it when you subscribe to things. Specifically my things. VOD channel. Lots of more things. And yep, it's a raid chain. Raid Arrow Rights. Alright. Anything else? Nothing else? Let's go! And 1 viewer, 2 viewer, 4 viewer, 10 viewer, 12 viewer, 13 viewer. Multiple viewers! Already! Alright, let's go raid Arrow Rights. I'm probably gonna go take a nap or something, I don't know. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me on this art stream. And we drew a cryptic Kryptops. And I'll see you next week for more stuff. Farewell!